Hi, I'm Darnell with Wave Oven Recipes, and this is my 30-day review of the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer. If you haven't already seen it, please see the initial review. If you're looking for test cooks, if you're looking for side-by-side comparisons, if you're looking for how the functions work, if you're looking for pretty much anything, it's in the initial review. This is a follow-up where after I've used the countertop cooker for 30 days, I come to you and give you a follow-up report of my thoughts, impressions, and things of that nature. So generally speaking, this is a solid air fryer oven, and there's just a little bit that could have made it better. And the little bit that could have made it better is an auto pause door. It does not have an auto pause door, and so when you're opening it up and the air fry fan is blowing, it's going to keep blowing hot air on you while the timer keeps counting down. In addition, no means whatsoever to pause it, other than to totally stop your cook, or maybe cook for half the time intentionally to begin with. But really, other than its size being smaller than some other ones that I like that are larger, that's the only real major complaint that I have of anything with this Breville Smart Oven air fryer. I will say, as far as the noise, on air fry with the fan going, it's a little louder than on other functions, but it's not too bad, and there's full sound decibel testing in the initial review. As far as evenness of cooks, this one does cook fairly even, and that's better than some of the other smaller ones from Breville that I've dealt with. It does a fairly even job. I'll show you evidence of that later. Now, the heat level for this air fryer oven, it's about average. I mean, every appliance has a tendency to be a little hotter or cooler or kind of just on the middle level compared to others. This one is right in that middle level, and I had no smoke issues with it. The user interface is very good, very intuitive. Breville makes some great user interfaces for their appliances, and probably should be the standard for others to follow in that regard. Also, another thing that they do very well is they usually make very sturdy products. This one, very sturdy, solid build. I mean, when you're picking it up, you know that it's a solid build, and you know you've got something of value in your hands. Now I want to talk about the functions that I used, and the first function that I'll talk about is the toast function. The toast function works well, and it adjusts when it's hot. So like if it's hot, it's not going to cook your toast at the same amount of time that it would if it was cold, to try and achieve that optimal cook that you want it every time that you toast, regardless if you're starting a toast with it having cooked something earlier or not. I didn't use the bagel function. The bake function works very well. I will show you some evidence of that. And I baked some peanut butter chocolate chip oat bars, and I used my cast iron pan for that, and I baked them at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. I never moved the pan, and you see in the photo things are generally even. The roast function also works very well, and it cooks things even. I roasted 4 cups of hazelnuts at 375 for about 12 minutes. Yeah, 12 minutes, and things are fairly even. The edges did cook a bit harder because there were less nuts on the edges than there were in the middle. Also, I found that the side where the fan was on this one, things cooked a little lighter. I guess maybe the fan was maybe blowing things a little cooler or something, blowing air on it. But still, it was generally better than I've seen from things like the Breville Smart Oven Pro. And don't confuse that with the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer Pro. And I've done reviews of all of those here on the channel. The broil function I didn't use, and I didn't use pizza either. But the cookie function works very well. And you should see the video where I baked Einkorn flour chocolate chip cookies. Reheat works well, and I don't use a microwave, so everything I was reheating in here and had no trouble at all. The warm function also works well, and you can kind of use the warm function as like a slow reheat if you aren't going to be eating your food for like maybe 30 or 60 minutes, and that's kind of nice. Air fry also works well, and you can see the chicken wings air fried that I did in this. That video is also here on the channel. In slow cook, I didn't use. Now, as far as cleaning, it's very easy to clean. Had no trouble at all with that. So I want to show you inside. You can see things are clean in there. Pizza pan is just fine. I didn't really use it though, so of course it's fine. The wire rack cleans easy, no problem. The bake pan with like the little grill pan in there, totally clean. May have had a little bit of something maybe here and there stick, but not really like, you know, nothing major. And the air fry basket, also clean. Now I'm going to talk about some comparisons. Now I'll compare with a few things, but if there are other comparisons that you're interested in, there are well over 1,000 videos here on the channel covering well over 120 different types of countertop cookers. And so you can check out for yourself what you're interested in and make your own decision. First, I want to compare this Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer to the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer Compact. And with that one, which is also reviewed here on the channel, I feel that it is not as good as this full-up Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer, because the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer is a little larger and it's also frankly a sturdier build. It just seems, even with the compact, nothing that I guess is originally made today is as sturdy a build as things like this back in the time when they were made. But it seems like the stuff that's just starting to come out like more recently is just not the same. It's just not as sturdy, and so I prefer the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer. Next, I want to compare this Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer to the Breville Smart Oven Pro. And I have to say that it is hard to decide, because the Breville Smart Oven Pro has the auto pause door, but it doesn't cook as evenly, while the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer is able to cook more evenly, but doesn't have the auto pause door. So I guess it depends on which feature matters more to you. Also, whether or not you need the air fry feature would help you to decide in that case. But for me, it's kind of a toss-up between the two. It just depends on what you really favor. And finally, I want to compare this Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer to the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer Pro. And the Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer Pro has been my running champ, and it will remain so because it's larger. It has all the bells and whistles. Of course, it has the auto pause door. It even has a turn reminder option that you can turn on and off. So it's really still the champ, and I haven't seen anything to beat it for me yet. So I do hope that this 30-day review has helped you as far as your understanding of this appliance and some others. And so nothing in this video is sponsored, nothing given to me. And so there's lots of ways to help the channel, such as the hype icon. You can hit that up to 3 times to help get this video out to more people. Also, you can check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. Again, that's superwaveovenrecipes.com. A lot of content there, as well as a buy me a coffee option there. And here in the description of this video, you can also find a buy me a coffee link. Also, there's a shop icon here on the YouTube channel. You can use the shop icon to buy this appliance, and you pay the same price but help the channel. And also, you can find other links to other stores that you know well in the video description. I have an affiliate relationship with them, and you help the channel that way as well. And there's things like donations and memberships. And there are ways to help the channel that don't cost you anything at all. You who watch the ads, I do appreciate that. You're helping the channel through that. Also, you can always do things like give the video a thumbs up. You can share the video with a friend. You can leave your comments. You can subscribe to the channel. You can also hit that notification icon. And so with that, I leave you all with good eating.